Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the laws of KASHRUS of Rabbi Yamin Forst, and we're giving an introduction into the world of Bedikas Taloim, why we have to check for bugs and insects in our fruits and our vegetables. And he writes, somebody who eats food that is also that is prohibited, you're only going to receive Malchus lashes. Again, we're not going to get lashes in our generation because we don't have a Sanhedrin or a Bezin of that quality. But would there be? We would. But that's only if you ate a kazai, an olive's worth of that food that is prohibited. But if you eat less than an olive's worth, even though that by eating it you transgressed a Torah prohibition, nevertheless, in order to receive the punishments of lashes, you would not receive that for eating less than a kazayis. So how much bugs can a person eat? What are you going to fill up a spoon? Fill up a bowl of larvae or something like that? No one's going to do that. So how then are you ever going to, why should we be so careful over here? But if you eat an entire bug, even if it's very tiny, it's very small, a little ant, it's so small, infinitesimal almost. Whether you ate it while it's alive still, or you ate it was dead. You buy lettuce in the store, and let's say you don't check the lettuce. You have to be almost certain that there's some bug somewhere in that lettuce. Now, whether the bug is still crawling around inside of there or it already died, as long as you ate the entire bug itself, that's the Issa Deraisa that we're describing over here that would warrant Malchus lashes for such a person. Even if it was so tiny, a little mite or something like that, you can't even see with your eye. You have to look very good into that piece of lettuce to find that the rip or that mite that might be there. If you eat it, you're chayiv. So since that we have to assume that let's just take leafy vegetables right now, lettuce, cabbages, herbs and the like, you have to assume that there's little bugs there. If you don't check them in the proper way, it's almost a guarantee that you've eaten one of these bugs, and that would be transgressing a Torah prohibition of eating shratzim, of eating these insects. And number two, because you ate an entire bug in and of itself, it doesn't matter that it didn't equal the size of an olive. Still, you would require Malchus lashes in such a day and age where there would be lashes administered by the Besdin. But bacteria that doesn't appear to the eye at all, magdeles or microscope. Rather, you need some kind of glass or microscope to enlarge it so you can see it. In that case, there's no issa, there's no prohibition in eating those. So what you can't see, what there's no way to see at all without a microscope, says Rav Forst, you don't have to worry. But where you could see it, even without a microscope, for example, little bugs that are there in the lettuce, you just have to clean it out very good to be able to see it, or bring the lettuce close to your eyes, that would be a real issue, and that's the issues that we're facing today. And that is why it's become, as we mentioned yesterday, such like a revolution of people that are going around and teaching us how to check our bugs, our vegetables and our fruits for bugs and the like, to make sure that a person doesn't trample on this Issa Deraisa, this Torah prohibition, and doesn't bring the Tumah, the impurity, into them. Have a wonderful day.